Hello and welcome to August 24th. Alpha's KR 276%. We had a bit of a pullback again, and stochastics also fell back at -5.6 against the SPY of 21.5%. This number is bogus. Here is the calculator, and it comes at 21.5. Take out the entry was 368.69 back on January 4th. Almost see it there. There it is. 368.69, confirm, and the black tab on the right. And the high closed at 447.97 today. So 21.5, we're still behind the 8 ball, but moving on to KR. So the KR, I mentioned yesterday, we have moved the stop to 43.20. We're going to take it right here on this plateau, right there of the intermediate price channel, or middle price channel is also known as. And because we do have that pullback, but you notice that this doji formed in here and it stopped there. So there might be a formation of some support. And this is DTE. And yes, we could have taken profit at the 10th ratio or last bar low on the 10th ratio and then stopped out up here. Today we've been stopped out here virtually off the open, but we didn't. We're doing this DTE to the October, and the objective is to create what I mentioned yesterday in bonds, a thing called a bond ladder. And the bond ladder is you buy a bond today for 5-year maturity, 5 years from August. So in August of 2026, you would then cash out the bond and keep the principal, get back your principal and keep the interest. Well, here in the options arena with the DTE, we are performing the similar concept, except that we're going to be getting out on the expiration dates. And that now I do have to consider, because this is a whole new territory for me. So the rules are kind of fluid here. And one of the things I wanted to point out, that 10th ratio, we don't see 10th ratio that often. So that is a consideration to say that there would be 2 exit clauses then. And then one exit clause is DTE or the 10th ratio. One of those two out. And but again, this is all experimentation, and we're doing it with real money because of the fact is that we want to make sure that we're getting the right experience and the right data and results correct. Going through it. Okay, so KR is still in positive territory. Not the 1400 we had the other day. It was 1400 way up here on this high green. It was 1400, then it fell to about 13 something here, and today we're now at 1179. That said, going on to PG. At PG here. At PG, our stop is still the initial. We're still here at the first ratio. I put the third ratio here as a guide because, in fact, on my response, my experience is that most times the price action tends to plateau around that third ratio a lot. When you go back and look at some of my best videos, you'll see it'll break through the third ratio, come down, retest the third ratio, and either be taken out or continue on, one of the two. So that third ratio is right there at the 142.88. But we're not stopping there. Our stop is still here at the first initial because we didn't get enough. I want to get enough buffer up here because I want to hold on to the idea of the DTE trading plan right there. DTE is the DTE trading plan. So we want to see if we're able to make this work out or not. And then by December, we'll know if it's worth value at all. Or we'll see, and then or the idea of being an options cash flow machine. That's what the ultimate point would be, is to develop a cash flow machine where all these, you're going to have some losers, but eventually you're going to catch a big wave like one of these two and just go on. XLC came in and picked up and got into positive territory. Let's see where that's at. Oh, this is very nice. Let's zoom in a little closer. This is very good. We have a move. We have a move. We're going to move it to, and I put that in earlier to remind me that we're going to move it to 82.90. That was our entry right there, 82.90. So let's go ahead and do a lesson, and that is we're going to mark up our charts correctly. 82.90, and this is going to be the entry price exit. And let's see, we keep everything nice and pretty. Okay, good. And now we know 82.90. We're going to go ahead and turn on, and then go ahead and do our notes. 28.824, and we're doing a EPS exit, entry stop price stop exit at 82.90, and we'll go ahead and capture the text. And we capture the text, and now we'll go ahead and activate our bubble so we can get access to the price change on the chart screen. We could go, yes, technically we can go to the actual trade, go all the way to the options chain and make the change there. And I think you can do it right here too. Yes, create closing order. All right, so you see we have our choices. So we're going here. I'd rather do it on screen so I can see it on the chart. 82.90 less than, because it is a call. And going confirmation, drop in our notes and send it away. And then I restore back to my default for my chart, that the bubble will automatically turn off. Remember, do not, if you want your real estate back, do not use that X. That will cancel the order. You do it by the gear shift and turning it off here, and that way, or you could default like I do here for my chart default, and then it goes from my chart default and it automatically turns it off for me. And there we are. We now are locking in a potential break even, and it won't be a total break even because we have to ask bid price to deal with. That said, it takes us to Bank of America. Bank of America got stopped out today, and it got stopped out at its EPS. Yes, right there, got stopped out at its EPS and didn't clear the gantry for the first ratio. So let's zoom in a little closer and close that up. So what happened was, this was a put, and Bank of America reversed, and we had cleared the gantry right there. There's our gantry clearance right there. And though we put our stop here at 41.15, and we got stopped out of 41.15 for 12% loss in 7 days, $60, $2 in fees, $62 loss, 17.82 was the original O. Now it has a new O of 18.44. And then we'll just go back. Also, it contributes to coffers. We now have a buying power in the coffers. I like to touch on Yelp, because Yelp is doing a real nice, steady. Oh, there it is, ever so nice. That is ever so nice. We have higher lows, and it closed above the 30 EMA. I mean the 10 EMA. We used to do the 30 last year. We're 10 EMA. So it closed above the 10 EMA. That's a nice indication that we got. It also, the histogram is crossing the 0 line, and we're still in relative sweet spot for the stochastics and RSI down below. So Yelp might be in the possibility of turning around. Okay, TRL, Telray, we're going to be doing that a little bit later. Let's go to the scanner. We'll see what the alphas are going to have in possibilities. So we'll go ahead and stretch this out. It's the $1 to 100, 20 shares. Actually, it should be 400, because I think I got a couple expensive ones there. And let's run the scan. And results are, oh, please. Okay, I'm going to pause so that we don't lose the time, and I'll come back when it finishes. All right, so we got DBA, but DBA is already in play. Will is not, its ode has been transferred out. So the only thing we got left is OAS, and OAS is, we'll go ahead and look at it real quickly. And we are out of time because I want to get on to Telray. And there it is. So there's our OSA. I would have to go and check to see if it still has not been cleared out of the loss leader list, and then there's our 3-to-1. And I'm not too crazy about it because I don't see the high point. I would have to go to research, but that's how we would set that up. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and conclude today's report with KR at 276 and move on to Telray. Catch you in the next video. Thank you.